And who's ready for some cryptocurrency? I guess the next one will enlighten us about that. From Dash DAO, Jan Meier on stage. Okay, Jan. Tell us a little bit more about Dash Digital Cash. The stage is yours. 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. So I got a presentation. Would be very helpful. Okay. So my name is Jan Meier, aka Ezra, in the Dash community, and today I want to talk about digital cash, or in short, it's Dash. Dash is the cryptocurrency with the 6th highest market capitalization at the moment. But before we get in details, let's have a look to what happened to digital currencies or assets in this year. The market capitalization raised by 800%, which means that at the moment there are around about $220 billion in over 1,200 projects. ICOs received 2 times more investment than classical venture capital in July of this year. So I think we can say cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology are on the rise. That much that even Christine Lagarde said, hey, we should watch this. But this is not the reason why cryptocurrencies exist. Cryptocurrencies exist because of people like Helicopter Ben or Henry Ford, whose words are still the truth. Cryptocurrencies exist because of centralized institutions who are creating money out of thin air, which leads to financial repression and a shift of wealth. They also exist because of the imminent abolition of cash and the resulting total control of capital movement. And last but not least, they exist because more than 50% of the people of our world have no access to the international financial market. So, and please keep this in mind, cryptocurrencies are not about drugs, money laundering, weapons, or speculations. They're about global financial freedom. This is the idea. And this is not only my personal opinion. It was written down in the Genesis block of the Bitcoin blockchain by Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder or inventor of Bitcoin. So we see it's based on an innovative technology, but Bitcoin was also about a revolutionary vision. Let's have a look at what Bitcoin is exactly. It's a limited amount of 21 million digital tokens. Limited digital tokens. This is innovation. Which get their value out of supply and demand. They are managed on a public blockchain, so everybody can join this network. And they get transferred peer-to-peer, so directly through a means of communication. So in conclusion, we can say Bitcoin is a scarce and digital good that can be sent and received through the internet without a third party being involved. And this is why people say Bitcoin is digital gold. As we all know, gold is not a proper way to buy things like groceries or so. It's kind of complicated, and it's the same with Bitcoin, because a transaction takes 30 to 60 or maybe more minutes. The transaction fees currently, I think today, they're at €8 per transaction. So if I would like to buy a coffee with Bitcoin, it will be cold before I'm allowed to drink it, and the transaction costs will be higher than the value of the coffee itself. Additionally, Bitcoin is not anonymous. It's pseudonymous, which means that it can't work like cash, because €10 in my pocket are anonymous, or mostly. So people at the Bitcoin community are working on this scaling problem. This is why we see all these forks at the moment, because they got no not just one direction to follow. So we can say governance and organization in these decentralized projects is really difficult, or in other words, there is no governance system at Bitcoin. Good news, at Dash there is. Let's have a short look to the participants of a blockchain network. We got the miner. So the miner receive 100% of the block rewards. Miner are maintaining the blockchain, and therefore they get paid. Yeah? But at Dash, they only receive 45% for creating one block, or the blockchain maintenance. This is because there are other participants in the network, such as the full nodes. The full nodes are saving the blockchain on their hardware, and that is why they also receive 45% of the block rewards at Dash. So they can invest in better equipment to scale the whole system. As you see, there are 10% left, and they're used for a budget. So Dash, as a currency, got a budget for people like me, events like this, or the developers. And because of the governance, the miner, and the budget, Dash is able to allow transactions in less than 1 second, with a transaction fee lower than 1 cent, and optional, anonymous. So you can say Dash has solved the problems that Bitcoin is struggling with and represents the first digital currency that can be used as digital cash. This is a large room, and that's why I make this bigger, because this is a big point. Dash has solved the problems of the Bitcoin, the coin who's in the media all the time at the moment. Okay. Let's have a short look at the history of Dash. Dash was created by Evan Duffield. Here's this guy. In 2014, after his ideas for improvement in the Bitcoin community were rejected. His mission was to create a digital cash that can be used for daily transactions. And similar to Bitcoin, we have a maximum supply. Currently, there are 7.6 million Dashes mined yet. At the moment, the market cap is at $3.2 billion, so one Dash is at around about $400. It goes up and down all the time. And we got a hash rate of round about 1 petahash per second, 4,600 active master nodes, and the block size is at 2 megabytes, and the block time is at 2.5 minutes. At the moment, Dash is one of the fastest growing peer-to-peer networks worldwide. Some of you may ask yourself, when there are 2.5 minutes for one block, how can a transaction be confirmed in less than 1 second? This is because Dash invented innovative types of transactions, such as instant send, that confirms transactions instantly. This is processed by a process called coin logging, so the coins get logged before the block gets written and added to the blockchain. So double spending is prevented through this process. So it's a perfect solution for the POS. I said the Dash is anonymous. This is because of private send. The process behind this is called coin mixing. So they mix the coins of several transactions, so you can't follow the way the coin moved in the network before. And this is for the protection of your privacy. Both services are provided by the master nodes because they get paid. This is possible, and they're optional. So keep in mind, Dash transactions are fast and anonymous. I talked about the governance. Before we go into this, we need to start with the decentralized autonomous organization. So Dash is a currency and an organization, but corporation or something like this, yeah? So in a DAO, we got the miners, as mentioned before. They verify the blocks and maintain the blockchain. They receive 45% of the mining rewards. Everyone can mine, so all of you can set up a miner. Masternodes, they also receive 45% for their job. They secure the blockchain and facilitate services like instant send and private send. Also, everyone can set up or run a masternode. The only thing that's needed is the knowledge, of course, and a collateral of 1,000 dash. Why the 1,000 dash? We will see on the next chart. Before, let's have a look again to the budget. The budget is used for marketing, distribution, development, and everyone, so also all of you, or maybe a fintech who wants to cooperate with Dash, can create a budget proposal as long as he or she is willing to pay 5 dash for this. This was implemented for spam filter, something like this, yeah? So Dash has the ability to finance itself and is not dependent on external investment, speculation, or honorary support. There is no ICO needed, and never was. The DGBB, Decentralized Governance by Blockchain. This is where we learn why we need these 1,000 dash collateral and what is a budget proposal. Let's say this is me, a motivated member of the Dash community, and I got an idea. For example, to come here to Frankfurt on the Eurofinance Tech and talk to you about Dash. So I create a concept, including budget, KPIs, everything that's needed, and I submit it as a budget proposal. Now we're coming to the masternodes, who got skin in the game because of their collateral. And because of this skin in the game, they got the right to vote on my proposal. Yes, no, or none of both. So they are the ones who can decide if all this today gets funded, or my presentation here gets funded. There are a lot of other projects. In my case, the proposal was successful. It passes, we say. So the money is distributed on a monthly base, and the current budget of Dash is at around about 3 million. Yeah? So the consensus and the Dash DAO is reached quick, efficient, highly goal-oriented through shared financial interests, and we can see this at the scaling debate, for example. So at Bitcoin, it's a never-ending struggle that has divided the community. The results are the forks. At Dash, a proposal was submitted, it passed, and the result was implementation. So Dash get things done. We got partnerships last week with the FinTech Week in Hamburg. On Monday, we've been at Drescher & C's Digital Finance Conference. Today, we are here. And we're working together with Ogilvy, one of the biggest advertising companies of this world. And Waxman PR is working on communication in the USA. But the project that excites me the most is Dash Evolution. Because Dash Evolution got the mission to make digital cash is so easy to use that there are no technical skills required. There will be user accounts with authentication, recovery, you can set up standing orders, you can create a shopping app on this, or add your contacts and send money to just a name and not longer a big cryptographic address. So at Dash, we say it should be so easy to use that even your grandmother can do it. That's everything so far. We are here today to tear down the barrier between cryptocurrencies, those weird guys from the internet, and the existing financial industry. We got a booth over there at the marketplace. We'll stay here all day. If you can't reach out over there to us, you can send me an email at essra@dash.org, or just visit the dash.org website. And several languages are available. Or to be up to date, have a look at Dashforce News. Daily